2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. Stan, for coaches who are on the hot seat, how in the world do they stay focused?
Well, Kevin, I think, look, most coaches have very thick skins. You're going to get criticized every day. You have to know that when you get into the profession. And you just got to stay focused on the things you can control. And my brother always used to tell me, don't worry about criticism from people you wouldn't take advice from.
Ah, that's pretty good advice in itself.
It is.
Oh, goodness. I'll look at the starting group for Athens.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game, getting the ball inside early.
Here's Seibert. It's hauled in by Minneapolis.
And what an outstanding win it was. I mean, to get it the way they did in overtime made it that much sweeter.
What I love is that they never gave up on themselves. From the start of that game, they believed in their ability to win.
And here is Athens now. Minneapolis getting their last shot to go. Sinks the three-pointer.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's Dennis. Good covering. And now just over a minute played here in the first. And he gets it to go.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I had a chance to talk with the head coach for Minneapolis. Now, I asked him who has him worried out there on the floor, and his answer was Draymond Green. He told me he's a high-effort, high-IQ player who can be so effective. Right now, our plan is to stay physical with him and not let him dictate the terms out there. Of course, this means a hard-fought contest down low. Guys?
Thanks, David. Ball stolen. And even 3-on-3 break. Good.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, you want to be aggressive and get the other guys on their heels.
And the basket by Dennis.
He's looking very confident so far. The defense is going to have to account for him.
Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
And here is Athens now. Minneapolis getting their last shot to go, and the shot goes in.
And this team looking to get him the ball and get him in rhythm quickly.
Yeah, it's a good start for him. Let's see if they can keep getting him the ball in that area.
Hits the three-point bomb.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Here's Seibert. Dobbins. Another 3 for Athens.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Here's Dennis. He's got 7, and they're able to recover.
Number 27.
Athens trails by 6. Now Oden for 3. Another 3 for Athens. And here's Minneapolis now. And Oden sends it back. Here's Seibert. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
And first time out of the game. Called for Minneapolis. And now a chance to honor a player who has been on fire recently. His play has earned him player. The week in the West.
And what a stretch it's been for him. I mean, it goes beyond the scoring, which he has had no problem doing. He's been all over the small things that take a shooting guard from good to great.
Here's Dennis.
Oh, that was some power on that dunk.
You might get in trouble if you blow that. He nailed it.
He did, didn't he? It's worth the risk when the payoff is so good.
Well, from a coaching standpoint, I'm obligated to say, what's wrong with just a simple...
And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
Number 55. And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Putting that pass right in his stride, didn't have to slow up, and was able to complete the play.
It's hauled in by Athens.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And that's what you have to do. Protect the house.
Wide open. It's good. 10 points for him.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
And the serious dunk to finish it off.
Look at the handles. Gets through the D and then powers it home.
Such a pretty move inside. Clark, how do you stop that?
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
There's the triple. That one misses. His first miss of the game after making his first three. Puts up a deep three. Misses that one. He's made one and missed two this game so far. Right wing. Here's Seibert. No good, and tight defense there bothered that shot. And a strong finish with two hands.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Wood with the bucket.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Now a timeout call by Minneapolis.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
And this is when a coach earns his paycheck. Analyze the situation and give your players the information they need to succeed.
And Minneapolis making a change here. Erickson's checked in. Here's Dennis. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. Dennis has got 13 points.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
And here's Wood outside. Another three for Athens.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
And the pass to Dennis. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
Here's Seibert. He's got 7. Shot clock at 6. From deep three-point land, the rebound by Garrickson.
Not quite enough defense that time around, just lucky he was off.
And that height, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Here's Sykes, and there's the drive.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there.
Having some anger behind that one.
You're telling me. And it's Wood with the ball for Athens. It's a 5-point game. Shots good from Oden.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Here's Dennis. Wood covering. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. 8 points for him.
And they repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Dobbins knocks down the 3-ball.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
And the powerful one-handed slam.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-handed.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And so it looks like Athens will retain possession here. Here's Seibert. Minneapolis leading by 4. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Ball's knocked loose, and a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
Jump ball called.
Minneapolis has possession. Here's Dennis. Wood covering. Good on the three-point shot. Now it's a 7-point Minneapolis lead.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
From deep three-point land. Does not find the mark. He's made 2 and missed 1 now. A minute 50 left in the first quarter. It's hauled in by Athens.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Dobbins. And he uses the glass on the layup. 13 points in the game.
How about 5 of 6 to start? Looks like he brought his A game.
Pass to Derrickson. No good with the triple.
And this is what you like about his perimeter D. Never gave up and challenged the deep one.
Yeah, and it's really hard to stay connected.
Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special.
And that's how you answer. I'd say he just one-upped him. Pretty good one there.
These two guys really, really like going at each other, don't they?
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. And we felt it. Even over here we felt it. Basket counts.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul, first team foul.
Athens shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And he makes both free throws.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Sinks that one from the post. And Minneapolis leads by 5.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Here's Seibert. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Personal foul, second team foul.
Athens shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
The away team. Seibert. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Both shots good from the stripe. 30 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Good on the triple. He's got 15.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
It's hauled in by Minneapolis.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Offensive rebound. And he comes up with the deuce.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
And so it's Minneapolis in the driver's seat. Up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the...
Athens, 49.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Minneapolis.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
From the top of the key, he gets that one. Seibert's got 13 points.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Taking a look at Athens. guarded by Oden. Nice move. That's good again. His 7th basket, 7 for 10 from the floor.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Pass to Seibert. Wood, that's a 2-pointer. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2. Minneapolis leading by 6. A floater, and the layup is up and in. 17 points in the game.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, last season, Draymond Green got his three-pointer going again. He said, over the years, my shot took a dive. It was in large part because I couldn't get in and out of my hips. They were messed up. It was getting my movement patterns right. Kevin, my hips haven't been the same in years, but Draymond's are good. Now they've made him tough to deal with. Back to you.
Your hips are pretty good, David. I've always said your hip. Floor spacing, always critical. Good point, B.A.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Greg, you love this topic more than anyone. When you think about the best ball handlers of all time, where does Kyrie Irving rank on your list?
Well, you know, I think, Kevin, he's at the very top. I've never seen anyone else pull off some of the things he does. Certainly makes a strong case for the best ever.
Shot by Oden is no good.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Hits it from three-point range. And it's a 9-point Minneapolis lead.
Well, they have to be thrilled with how reliable he's been tonight.
Wood with the bucket. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Now a timeout call by Minneapolis. We see coaches stand willing to pay fines for complaining about the officiating. I'm having a hard time thinking if you ever did that. Going back in my Rolodex here. Did you ever do that, Coach?
I mean, Kevin, I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars of fines in the NBA. My wife was not real happy about that at one point, reminding me early on that we had 4 kids we were going to try to put through college, and she told me one year I just gave away 2 college educations.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. It's tipped. Always going up for the alley-oop here.
A nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feat.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Just 5 to shoot. Athens needs to get a shot off. Puts up a deep 3. Unable to get that one.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Here's Oden. It's hauled in by Minneapolis.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
Goes up again. He takes it up and lays it in. He's got 18.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Here's Sykes. Fades away and sinks the tough shot.
Well, he's been able to find points, just not enough of them. They've got to string together some more buckets.
Here's Dennis. Drains it from beyond the arc. Dennis has got 22 points.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And here's Wood outside. Couldn't get it to drop. He's now made 5 of 8 shots. Launches a 3, and another 3 for Minneapolis.
There's 6 points on consecutive 3 ball They're finding holes now in the D.
Fires the three. Buries it from three-point range. Woods got 16 points.
Just a heroic scoring effort from him this quarter. He's doing everything he can to will them back into this game.
Here's the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
The three. Another three for Athens.
This is shaping up to be a special night for him. Started out well and is only turning it up here in quarter two.
Pass to Dellavedova. Releases. It's hauled in by Athens.
Thin margin of error right there. You have to work for a better shot.
Dobbins. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
Nothing better than a hustle play like that. It gets the whole team amped up, sets the example for everyone.
Dennis passes to Dellavedova, and stolen by Oden. Here's Seibert. Poked away. And another shot. That misses off the backboard. Minneapolis leading by 14. Here's Dennis. Sinks the triple. Dennis has got 28 points for the game.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Shot's good from Oden.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot. Gave a little pump fake. And then off to the races.
Another one falls for Minneapolis.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Playing from behind right here. Not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Well, consistent scoring is a good foundation for a comeback. They can't be wasting possessions now.
Here's Sykes. Nice open look, but it's no good. And so it's Dellavedova. He'll bring it up for Minneapolis. And it's a great finish!
Oh my gosh.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. Here's Diamatopoulos, and another three for Minneapolis.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
Free throw line jump shot, and that one off the back of the rim and in. 23 points in the game.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Minneapolis moving it around. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Shoots. Another one falls for Minneapolis.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing offensively, moving the ball and creating high percentage looks. And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
And Athens decides to take their first time out here. You know, Stan, it sometimes seems that coaches get themselves ejected on purpose to fire up their team. Am I on the right track there or not?
Well, Kevin, certainly it happens with some guys. There have certainly been guys, Jerry Sloan, Don Nelson, who would do some of that.
How about you? How about you?
Now, Kevin, you know me. All I've always ever tried to do was help the referees because we all just want to get to the right call, and I could help them in that.
You did all the time.
As much as I could, but they were not receptive.
Matthew. He's checked in for Minneapolis. Athens trails by 19. Sykes, defended by Dellavedova, just 4 to shoot. Sykes. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And Athens calls time here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Okay. Well, if you're just going to let them score inside at will, you might as well pack your bags.
And Minneapolis making a change here. Looking now at some numbers for him. Athens trails by 19. Here's Sykes trying to get open as Oden. It's not going to go for him. Puts up a deep 3. A new 14 for Minneapolis. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Matthews against Wood. Over Matthews. Athens with another miss.
The fall away, upping the degree of difficulty. You wonder if perhaps they could have gotten a better look.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Oden passes to Wood.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution for Minneapolis. Number 55.
Wood against Matthews. 3-pointer. No good on the shot.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
1:37 left here in the second. Six to shoot. Dobbins. And that one's in. He's only missed 3 of 13.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
And by Oden.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. From deep, Wood sinks the three-pointer. Wood's got 22 points.
And he is having an unbelievable game from three-point range. How long can he keep this up?
One-on-one here. From outside the arc. Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting.
Well, if they can come back and take the lead, this will be because he's carrying it. This quarter's been all about him and his offense.
And it's blocked. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. From the arc, another 3 for Athens.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
That's a 2 for Matthews. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Here's Oden. And that one, good. Oden's got 16 points. 6 seconds left in the first half of the game. And here's Matthews from the arc. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Minneapolis. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
How about this? A major upset brewing. And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
They were getting after it on the glass like wild.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. And here is Athens now, trailing by 10. Here's Oden, fouled in the act of shooting, gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And that's just a great individual play right through the teeth of the defense.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Stan, isn't it terrific? We're seeing these great stars in the NBA extending their careers more than ever before.
We certainly are, Kevin, and it's great for the league. The league keeps getting younger, though. These guys come into the league earlier, but I think what players have learned, it's not even just the basketball part. It's the strength and conditioning. It's the nutrition. They've taken care of themselves better, and that allows them to last longer.
Taking a look at Athens. Drills the three-pointer.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Athens trails by 12. And here's Wood outside. Athens with another miss. And pushing it up, here's Minneapolis with the putback. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. 14 points for him.
They've got the offense clicking. 3 for 4 to start the half and looking confident.
To end the run. Here's Oden. Oh, that's blocked.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Tipped away. Here's Sykes. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12. Minneapolis leading by 12. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. And now Athens on the break. And he jams it with authority.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Here's Dennis. Finds himself wide open and drills it.
Assist goes to
Dennis has got 30 points.
Yeah, they've come out of the break confidently. 4 of their first 5 here to start the second half.
A fadeaway, and the basket good. A bank shot that time.
You don't see that too often, the fadeaway shot when he's wide open.
There's the pass to Seibert. Fires the 3. Yeah, it's hauled in by Minneapolis.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak. Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
And Oden sends it back. They get it back. A 3. It's good from long range. He's got 22.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. With the CBA and new broadcasting deals both completed, league talk now turns to expansion. Commissioner Adam Silver says if you're a successful organization, I think it makes sense over time to continue to grow. There's no doubt that there are a lot of great cities we're interested in having in the NBA.
So right, David, we could lay out 3, 4, 5 cities right now that would beg to have professional basketball. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. From deep, Wood. That shot off. Minneapolis leading by 12. And they'll get another chance. The tip in on the offensive rebound.
Great hustle on display, and you know what? It's paying off with those second chance points.
And here is Athens now. Here's Seibert. And the three ball is good. Seibert's got 19 points.
Well, that's now his third triple of the game. First here in this second half.
Tries again. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Athens trails by 13. Goes up on the wing. No points there. 9 for 14 from the floor, but still shooting 64% this game. It's deflected, and they recover it.
Athens foul call.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Minneapolis.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
And you can't ignore their passing. All game long, they've done a great job of just delivering the ball in rhythm right where it needs to be.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence. He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in. Well, he's going back to the arc. He might be building some momentum from range here in the second half.
Wood. And Athens calls time here.
Yeah, he needs to tell his guys to just box out with some energy. That's basic basketball. They've been lazy on the backboard and have allowed way too many second chance points.
They get it. Buries the long-range jumper. Wood's got 31 points.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
There's the lob to the hoop. And the layup's good off the glass. And Minneapolis leads by 17.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Shot's good from Oden. Oden's got 24 points.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good at that crossover.
Oh, my.
And how about just floating to the rim on that side?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up.
Well, they expect this from him. And he's a big reason they're out in front right now.
Here's Seibert. 19 out of the rafters. He punched it in.
Are you kidding me?
I tell you what, you've got to build a wall around the bucket to keep this man from attacking.
And Greg, even then, he might just go over it. Check out the elevation he gets here. My goodness.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. It's good. He has 29.
Oh, almost an impossible shot to block. Faded away and floated it right up over the big fella.
Passes it to Wood. Here's Diamatopoulos, and another three for Minneapolis.
And he continues to shoot a perfect percentage. Clearly a big reason why they're up right now.
And here's Wood outside. Another shot. Sykes got a hand on it, and he gets it back. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. He's got 16.
And if I'm his coach, I'm very pleased with this kind of energy on the offensive glass. Textbook play. Where you love the unselfishness, makes the next pass, and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Athens trails by 19. Pass to Wood. Shot clock at 5. To the wing on the left. Here's Seibert. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Minneapolis leading by 19. 20 feet out. Another one falls for Minneapolis.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off. Just sensational stuff.
And that one, good. Seibert's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Well, anytime you can get a good look close in like that, it's always your best option.
To the inside. Boom, he jams it straight down.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
Dobbins with the drive.
And how high can you fly? I mean, he finishes that one with some pop.
GA after getting loose in the lane with a scintillating move. Here's Dennis. Misses, and he wants that one back. Athens trails by 19. Oh, he misses the dunk.
And priority number one has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff.
Well, I know we don't want to jinx it, but he's still perfect from the field in this quarter.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Personal foul.
And now a look at the upcoming schedule for Minneapolis on Thursday and then on Sunday.
And looking at the Anchorage matchup, it's a chance for them to come out and knock off the top dog in the league. A win there can be a big step forward for this team.
And Minneapolis making a change here. Matthews is checked in. Minneapolis leading by 19 points. Over to the left wing. Shoots from the corner. Another one falls for Minneapolis. Here's Wood. Just 5 on the clock. Fade away, and that one is good. 33 points for him.
And you know, he's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
It's hauled in by Athens.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the third quarter of the game, and the shot is good.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half. Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
Hey, guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Dobbins. No good that time. Minneapolis leading by 19 points. And Oden pulls it down. Dobbins. And he drops it in from the low post. And so it's Matthews with it, bringing it up now for Minneapolis. 22 is their biggest lead. And the basket by Dennis. Dennis has got 42 in the game.
Well, he's had a night. This team feeds off of his energy. And every time they've needed a bucket, he's delivered.
Throws it up high.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Here's Matthews. Here he goes. Missed inside. Athens trails by 20. Here's Sykes. That one goes in. Here's Dennis. And he has 42. Fires away from way outside. And Oden pulls it down. Oden's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Sykes. And it goes down 2 points.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Got a piece of it. Outside Matthews. And another miss by Minneapolis. And so it's Minneapolis with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We'll return shortly. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this was?
Yeah, that's great decision-making and one that embodies a team-first mindset.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Here's Diamatopoulos. Yeah. It's hauled in by Athens.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking them up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
And for Athens, Dellavedova.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
And there's the pass to Seibert. Drops in the tray. Seibert's got 28 points for the game.
Well, after dropping in 2 triples in the first half, he's now matched that mark here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of that.
Count it, good.
And loving the strategy. Even though you're well ahead, you want to stay in attack mode.
Yeah, you got to keep going at it. You don't want to leave any hope for a comeback.
Count that bucket. He's got 26. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Out to the wing. Drills it from outside. And Minneapolis leads by 16.
Well, he's making a concerted effort to use the three-point shot here in the second half. Only 1 in the first, 3 since the break.
And that's what you like to see right there. A solid move to give himself some room and take it inside.
From 11 feet away, another one falls for Minneapolis. Athens trails by 16. Shot clock at 6. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. He lines it up.
My, oh my. That really brought the backboard down with that snap.
Well, don't you think, Greg, that's always a possibility when he's the one to finish?
No doubt.
Well, that's what poor defense will get you. They deserve to get dunked on there.
Dobbins. It's hauled in by Minneapolis. 22 is their biggest lead from deep three-point land. It's hauled in by Athens. Seibert's got his 6th rebound on the night. Oden in the corner. Pass to Seibert. For 3. Another 3 for Athens.
How about the rage on that jump shot? I love seeing this guy when he's in form.
Here's Matthews, and Matthews throws it down.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Feeds it to Dellavedova. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Athens trails by 17. Passes to Oden. The shot. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Oden's got 15 points in just the second half. Lots of room. Another one falls for Minneapolis.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
Pass to Wood. Back to Oden. It's hauled in by Minneapolis. And here is Dellavedova. Minneapolis moving it around.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Athens trails by 19. Oden with the ball, 11 feet away. Again, Athens. And so it's Matthews with it, bringing it up now for Minneapolis. Wood with the block. They retain possession. Hands it from downtown.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Now here's Oden. And it's Oden finishing it off.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like Greg for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose. Minneapolis leading by 18. Over in the corner, Matthews. And another three for Minneapolis.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
And here's Minneapolis now. They're on a 14-6 run. Well, Stan, I know you made the transition from college to the NBA as a coach and were successful, but how hard is that transition for the players to go from college to the pros?
It's an incredible transition, Kevin. In college, let's think about it. The very best teams may have 2 or 3 NBA caliber players. You know how many NBA players are on NBA teams? 15 of them. And the pace of the game, everything happens faster. So all of your reads and decisions have to happen faster. That's what I think takes the time more than the skills themselves.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Yeah, he didn't let the defensive... there. He just kept his focus.
Substitution for Minneapolis, number 55.
Here's the three. And another three for Minneapolis.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Matthews has gotten 5 of his 11 shots to go here. Dobbins tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
After draining 3 triples in the first half, he doesn't have any in the second half. I know he's disappointed, but he needs to remain aggressive.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
In the first half, he handled the ball well, but he's been pretty reckless with it in this second half.
Inside. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
And he just elevates and powers in the one-hander.
Textbook. Now here's Oden, guarded closer. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
To the paint, got a piece of it. And stolen by Oden. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
And landing zone fouls have been a part of the rule book for some time now, Coach. It's changed how shooters shoot.
No question, Kevin, and it's a good thing, I think. The NBA needs to protect the shooters. They're doing that. None of us wants injuries that could be prevented. We don't want to see the great shooters just come down and land on somebody's foot and miss 6 to 8 weeks.
Dobbins trying to get open as Oden, and he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 39.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range. Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher.
Well, that's why he's out there using his size in the paint.
That's a 2 from Matthews. Another one falls for Minneapolis.
What a difference a half can make. As much as he struggled in the first 2 quarters, he certainly made up for it with his play in the second half.
Wood with the bucket.
Well, the defense has got to play him a lot tighter there. He's just too good of a three-point shooter.
Here's Diamantopoulos, and another 3 for Minneapolis.
He has a lot of points from long range this half. He's taken advantage of a really tired defense.
The pass to Seibert. The 3. That shot misses. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And, Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. From deep three-point land. That shot, no good. And here's Minneapolis now. Here's Diamantopoulos, and another 3 for Minneapolis.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
And here's Matthews from the arc. And another 3 for Minneapolis.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
1:43 left in the fourth. It's deflected. And now Athens on the break. And the league clearly focused on making regular season games matter. Right? You think more steps are coming?
Well, let's give the league credit because they've left no stone unturned. The play-in, the in-season tournament, the 65 games rule, all implemented with that in mind.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Minneapolis.
Nothing like second chance buckets to pick up the scoring pace.
Yeah, it was impressive how they piled on the extra points, hitting the offensive glass, and then also winning the 50-50 ball balance.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
Here's Wood going inside. No good on that one. Good D by Matthews. Down low, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And it's just competing, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Wood with the bucket. We've got 33 seconds left in the game. Matthews against Wood. Launches it. Drains the three-pointer.
And we know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
In Athens calls time here. They're behind by 37. 17 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
Well, I've been in this spot more times than I'd like to admit. All you can do is tell your guys to hold their heads up and finish strong.
And now we present... our New Balance Player of the Game.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. And now we've got the intentional foul.
And you can see where they're coming from, fouling to stop the clock, but really they're just kidding themselves.
So Minneapolis wins it. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciate excellent defense and potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. Hey, Luka, another win for you, but the games keep coming. So what's the most important thing for this team to establish?
I mean, compete, the way we compete today from the start till the end. The game is never over, and just compete.
I think it's important that you compete. Congrats on the win, man. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thanks for